If you're looking to get started with hard gels, the Pro Gel Kit has everything you need. It really does have everything you need. It has all of your prep products from your swipe and your protein bond. It has all of the basic gels that you would want to use for your full sets. It also has files and buffers, a brush, tips, and forms. So whatever hard gel service you're performing, you can actually use everything that's in this kit to get that done. The only add-ons that you would need would be the curing light, because this is a gel system. You do need to cure that in the full UV LED light. And if you choose to use the electric file, that is also something that you would need as well. So you're always going to start by pushing back the cuticles whenever you're prepping for any surface. Now, I've got a nail here, and this is our natural nail. So the file that I'm going to use to shape my natural nail is going to be the 240 file buffer combo. I like the 240 on a natural nail because it's nice and gentle. It's not going to pull or tear at that natural nail. And if you feel like you need to, you can also use that buffer edge to smooth out any rough edges. So that's what you're going to use that 240 file for. To do the rest of our prep, we are going to use the electric file. So we're just going to go through and do a quick prep with our sanding band. Now, if you do not use the electric file, you can use the 150 grit file that does come in the kit, and you can use that to do your prep as well. Just make sure that you are using that and getting that all the way up around that cuticle area and all the way through the rest of the surface of the nail to create a little texture on the surface of that nail. We're going to dust off that natural nail, and then we're going to use our swipe. And to use the swipe, I like to just pump a little bit of that up onto my manicure brush. And this is what's going to cleanse that natural nail. It's going to clean off any of that excess dirt and oils or contaminants on that nail, clean off any of that dust that may still be on the nail. And then we're going to go to our protein bond. And protein bond is our bonder. This is going to work like a double-sided tape, so it's going to stick down to that natural nail, but then it's going to stick to whatever you put over the top of it. So when we're working with our hard gels, I always like to do 2 coats of the protein bond. 2 coats is going to give you really good adhesion all the way through, and you're not going to have to worry about lifting issues. Now, if you are going to be sculpting the enhancements, we do have that pack of 100 forms in the kit, so you can definitely sculpt those out. If you are going to be applying tips, we also have the quarter well in the clear and the quarter well in the natural. So you've got tips, you've got forms, so whichever service you're going to be performing, you've got everything you need. So do your prep, cleanse with the swipe, apply your tips, and then apply your protein bond. If you're working with the tips, we also have the brush on glue so that you can apply those as well. All right, so I'm going to be sculpting out a nail today. So we're going to grab one of the forms. I'm just going to peel that off the backing, take that little center tab out. We're going to adhere that tab onto the back, pinch our form, and we're going to get that form right up underneath the free edge. Now, if you need a little bit more help with your forms, we've got some great videos here on our YouTube channel that are going to help you with form placement and that kind of application. I'm going to start by building out our extension, and I'm going to use the brush that does come in the kit. This brush is our Finesse Pro Gel brush, and it does come in 2 pieces, so you can pop that handle on the back, and it also works as a cover for the brush. And I'm going to start with our clear Sculptor Gel. Now, this is our thickest gel. You can definitely see that that is a very thick product, but it works great for building out that extension. So I'm just going to start by applying a little bit of that right onto my free edge. And we're going to just tuck that right up to that natural nail. And all we're trying to create at this point is a platform to work on and to build the rest of our nail onto. So if you are creating a clear nail, or if you're going to be doing any kind of dimensional work or anything like that, adding glitters into your nails, the clear sculptor is going to be a great option because you're going to be able to see all the way through that. Now, today I do want to show you a different application. I want to show you a concealer pink nail. Just wanted to show you guys how you would apply that clear sculptor. Let me go ahead and take this form off. So again, if you wanted to do a clear nail, you could start with that clear Sculptor Gel. We also have our Build Gel. We also have our Flex Gel and our Build Gel, which are both clear, and you would use those over the top of the clear sculptor. All right, so if you want a more opaque look, a little bit more of a nude kind of a look to your nails, we're going to use our concealer pink. And we're going to start just like we did with the clear sculptor. I'm going to take a scoop of that, I'm going to tap off that string and we're going to apply that just to our free edge. Again, we're just trying to create a platform to build on top of, so that we're just creating almost like you'd be applying a tip, but just creating that extension. Brush that out. Now, one other thing that doesn't come in the kit is a ceramic tile, and it's just an art palette that I use. You can get a little ceramic tile from your local hardware store, but this actually is what I like to use to keep my brush clean. I'm just going to wipe my brush off of there. Otherwise, in the kit, we do have the lint-free wipes. So if you want to just use the lint-free wipes to clean your brush, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to clean up my edges here. And then we're going to cure this in the light for a minimum of 30 seconds, and at least enough to freeze it into place. A full cure is going to be 60 seconds. So once we have our free edge cured out, then I'm going to go to my base gel. Now your base is what you always want to start with on the natural nail. The base is what's going to have the best bond to that natural nail, and it's the gel that everything else is going to bond to on top. So we're going to start by just brushing a really nice thin layer, kind of pressing that base gel into that natural nail. And then I like to pull that all the way through. And if I need to add just a little bit more right at that connection area, right where that natural nail meets our free edge, just apply, just kind of drizzle a little bit right through there to make sure that you've got a really good connection. And that's going to go back into the light again for a minimum of 30 seconds, but a full cure is 60 seconds. All right, so our base is cured. It's connected to our free edge now. Now we can take our form off. And I do like to take the form off to help my gel cure all the way through, so that the gel can cure from the bottom up as well as the top down. So now that we've got our base on there, we can go back to our concealer pink. I'm going to grab a scoop of that, and we're going to just start with that right at our cuticle area, kind of bouncing that brush, getting that product released from the brush. And then I'm going to work in circular motions to bring that product up into our cuticle area. And then I'm going to just float my brush over the surface of that to pull that down the length of the nail. Now, if I need more product, I just kind of like to feather that product off at the end. And then I'll take another scoop. And we're going to just set that right down, kind of bounce that brush, circle that brush a little bit, releasing the product from the brush and then floating that product down the length of the nail. Now our concealer pink is a little bit self-leveling, so it will start to kind of flow a little bit. If your room is a little on the warmer side, your product is going to flow a little bit more. So kind of keep that in mind as you're working. And if you keep that finger angled downward a little bit more, your product is going to flow down the length of the nail, rather than if you hold it flat or back, it's going to flow a little bit more towards the sides. So just keep that in mind as you are moving your product, but just working that all the way down the length of the nail. Now I do like to set this first layer into place, and then I'll check it to see if I need to add more. So I'm going to cure that for about 30 seconds. If you're working on two hands, if you're working on an actual client, have one hand in the light while you're working on the other. It's going to save you time, and you're going to just alternate one hand in the light while you're working on the other. All right, so that first layer is cured. If my structure was correct at this point, I could just do a full cure and finish this nail. But if I look from the side, I can see that there is a little bit of a low spot right through that free edge. So I can go back and add a little bit more product. So again, just take another scoop, tap off the edge, and just set that right down wherever you need extra product. Now, when the gel cures, it does have a tacky surface to it. If you need to add more gel over the top, you want to make sure that you're not removing that tacky surface. So notice I didn't cleanse the nail when it came out of the light, because I am adding more gel on the top. We will cleanse that tacky surface off after that final cure. So we've got enough product on there. Now I'm going to do a final cure of 60 seconds. This is going to cure everything all the way through, and then we'll go ahead and finish the nail. All right, so our nail is fully cured out, but it does have that tacky surface to it. So we're going to use one of the lint-free wipes, and again, these come in the kit. We're going to use a little bit of our swipe. I'm going to pump that onto our lint-free wipe, and we're going to go ahead and cleanse that tacky surface. Now, at this point, You've got some options. If you're not an electric file user, you could definitely file and finish this with the hand files, which I'm going to show you some techniques for that. But I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of electric filing with this, and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys how to use those hand files. Okay, so I've gone through and did my preliminary filing with my e-file. Again, if you have an e-file, it is a great tool. It's going to save you a lot of time and effort in your filing. But if you don't have the e-file, you can also do everything with your hand files. And when I'm working with gel, I like to use the 150 grit file. Now we do have a 100 grit file. That may be a little bit coarse for your gel applications, but if you're really trying to remove a lot of bulk, then you could use the 100 grit. But for my gels, I do tend to like to use the 150. Now make sure that you take another file and always soften up the edges so that you're not going to cut with the edge. You're not going to cut your skin or your client's skin. And I always have a file that I just use for prepping my hand files. So we're going to just prep that real quick. And then I can use that 150 grit file to kind of do my cleanup and my refining. So I'm just gonna shape up my side walls, my lower arches, my free edge, and then I'm just gonna come right up around that cuticle area, tapering in my side walls, and just clean up the rest of that surface. I'm going to turn that client's hand around, and I just like to check the shaping from my client's view. This way I can just check, make sure that everything is nice and straight, nice and even. And if there's anything that I need to clean up, I can touch that up real quick. Okay, so this nail I am going to just finish with our Ultimate Finish top coat. Again, that comes in the kit. So to do that, I'm going to just dust off the nail. We're going to cleanse with Swipe. Take a little pump of that on our brush, cleanse that nail off. We're going to go back to our protein bond. Once that swipe dries, we're going to apply 1 coat of protein bond, and this is going to really help for our top coat to adhere well. Now notice that I didn't go through with either of my buffers. So I have in the kit, we've got our 180 sponge buffer, we've got our 180 file buffer combo, and then we also have that 240 file buffer combo for natural nails. Now, because I'm applying a gel over the top of this, I don't need to do any buffing. But if you're going to be applying an air dry top coat, then I would suggest going through buffing the surface of that nail, creating a nice smooth finish, and then you can apply your air dry polishes. Air dry polishes tend to be a little bit thinner, so if you just left the nail with the file markings like we have here, you're going to see a little bit of those scratches in your air dry polish. But because we're using our gel top coat, gel is a little bit of a thicker consistency, so it is going to fill in those little scratch marks. But also by using the protein bond here, it is also going to kind of fill in those a little bit, so you're not going to be able to see those when we do our top coat. So we're going to just apply a quick coat of our Ultimate Finish. The Ultimate Finish is a little bit of a thicker consistency to the top coat, but it's not so thick where it's going to create a lot of bulk on the nail. It's just going to create a nice smooth finish. And when this does cure in the light, it's going to cure for a full 60 seconds and it's going to come out tack-free. All right, so our nail is finished. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding of the Pro Gel Kit and all of the products in it and how to do a basic gel application.